Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, good day. Welcome to Mike's Diabetes World. Today, we're going to start off by doing our normal thing. My blood area has been a little bit high all day. Not terribly high, still within normal ranges, but it's the higher part of normal ranges. So, let's get back to where it is. I need to do this. There we go. So currently it's at 9.8. I have 3.950 units of insulin active in my body. This pink line all the way across represents bolus, and bolus is the amount of extra insulin it's going to give me to keep my blood sugar in line. Sorry, basal. Why am I saying bolus today? Well, basal, it's the basal rate. The pink is the basal rate. The little blue marks indicate correction, and that's when the pump starts giving me insulin to keep my blood sugar within reason. So in theory, I shouldn't go much higher. I went plus 10, but okay. So if we take a look at the next one, it shows 96%. 4% above, still have to work a bit on that. 96 is in range, so I'm in range for most of the day. Here, I've been 0 below 3.9. Big win. Average sugar is 8.6. So that's saying I'm a little high. Not that great high, but a little bit high. Today, I'm going to discuss why do people not want to follow their diabetic game plans. Come back in a moment, or just continue watching. I'm going to take a moment and change over to begin our discussion, but it'll be a second for you. Just continue watching. Okay, why do people not follow the diabetic game plan? They're diagnosed in the hospital. People or a doctor's office, some may have to go to emergency because they're usually in DKA. But after that, they all use the same excuse. Oh, it's too much to do. Oh, Life's so much easier when I don't have to worry about it. But in theory, what they're saying is, I'm too lazy. I don't want to follow the game plan. Let me tell you, that's the case because I was there. For years, pretty much from 15 till 23, I did not care. The doctors could go screw themselves as far as I thought. I didn't want any sort of any sort of knowledge. I didn't want to be pegged out. I didn't want to, yes, I had to take insulin. Yes, I had to do this. Yes, I had to do that. Everyone else just got ready and could waste a breakfast with 5 minutes to spare, while I would have to be up early. I would have to technically do my blood sugar or urine test. I had to sit there and count my food calories, which hell I didn't. Now I can go without doing that. I think it was also the age. I think in my mind I was thinking, I've got my whole life ahead of me. Nothing's gonna injure me at all. Huh, really? Is that what you're thinking? Not scratching right there. Just in case. But people are the biggest goofs. Nowadays, I eat. If I take my insulin, I eat. So I know, there it is, that I have insulin going into my system. But if I bolus for a meal, I have to eat that meal. If I don't bolus, well, I can leave. People who take shots, if you've taken your shot, you have to eat. And it was always like, I can remember working, sitting there, and this was back when I was feeling the lows. I would start sweating, my mouth and my eye. I would start doing this, this, more or less this, so I could see one person if I had to watch. I can remember I had to go for a court case for the company I worked for. And I had to go up on the stand, and the lawyer gave me this letter that I had to read. And on it, I read what the letter said, and I did this the whole time. And you could see people looking at me. Like, why was I using both eyes? It was weird, but we got through the case. We actually won that case, but so we have to be aware of why people are doing this. One could be they are lazy, but that may not be the only reason. One could be, like I said, sitting in that meetings, waiting for the meeting to break for lunch. And I was just, oh, well, let's go out as a group. Let's go out to eat and let's go and we'll meet over there. And I was no condition to get there. I would have to drink Coke, usually 2 Cokes, to get me to the point where I could join the group again. But you really should watch your blood sugars. The next reason could be like me. The person may try to be doing what they're doing, but they're labile. Some of us are severe labile. I go through the day, sometimes 2 days, doing exactly the same thing and getting two different results. It is frustrating. But again, everyone, oh, you're cheating. In here, I get the results still. Oh, you're cheating. I had a nurse take a look at this and say the blue lines was me giving extra insulin. It wasn't me giving it. It was the pump doing what it was supposed to be doing. And oh, I am so tired of, oh, yes, they're all trying to play games with us. We're not friggin' playing games. Trust me, if I was playing games, do you think 20 years is long enough to play this stupid game? Okay, sorry, I had an interruption. We had some kids seeing what the Easter Bunny left them here. Yeah, you're seeing this about a week late, so they came and they picked it up today. It's technically Easter Monday, but we won't say anything. I do this about a week ahead of time. I forget where I was. But people just assume, oh, well, you're a terrible diabetic because you're not following your protocol, and people will always assume and look at you and be looking for faults in your plan. I don't know if it's them trying to look more superior to me than they are, or a lot of them really don't know, or they're basing what they know off being a type 2 diabetic. Type 1 diabetics, we're a breed all amongst ourselves. And when we are told by someone else that we are doing something wrong, we get stubborn. I know from my own fact, I get so damn stubborn. Or my friend Heward's here. He's worse than I am, and I can be stubborn, as you know, it's from 2 videos, or was it just the last video? But you could tell me that I'm not doing something right if you're one of two people. One, my parent, which unfortunately both of them have passed, so that's not going to work. And two, it's because they're a doctor. Or three, they're a type 1 diabetic themselves. Type 2 will always say, oh, you're not allowed this, you're not allowed this, because a lot of type 2 diabetic diets are a lot of, tried to fit the frame here, are a lot more of, oh, you can't have fruit juice because of this. Exclusion doesn't necessarily always work. Type 1, we can have, within reason, anything we want. We just have to count the carbs. Oh, God, that counting carbs will be the death of me yet. But I'm going to have to find my book and take a look. We'll have to take a look. I'll do another video about counting carbs. We can really get into the nitty-gritty about it. But for now, we're discussing not controlling diabetes. There are people who are like me in my early years. It was two things. One, I think I was damn well lazy and I was stubborn. I wasn't going to do what everyone said I had to do. I wanted to be able to go into the school store, buy a chocolate bar, eat the chocolate bar, and then go off to class. But I didn't have the right to do that because I had a medical condition. And I carried a chip on my shoulder about that. And two, my body was showing signs of me not being prepared, or not prepared, sorry, but my body not reacting to insulin the way everyone else was. Years later, probably by the time I was 10 years later, 9 years later, I was diagnosed as brittle or labile diabetic. So don't jump down people's throats. You know, you may be a pal and a supporter and say, have you tried this? But don't just come at us and say, oh, you're doing everything wrong. Because not everyone's doing everything wrong. And all normies or normal people don't realize what it's like with type 1 diabetes. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me